Hello, good people. I've got Mr. Francis. What a great initiative that you guys came up with, especially the concept of saving our the global, what do you call it, and also for the fact that you're also giving opportunities for those who are in the recycling industry to become professional and to save our environment. What is this concept came about?
Sure, thank you very much. It's a great privilege to be able to share our story. So, is how we want to do sustainability as Nestle, rethink, reduce and repurpose. We think it's a very easy way in which people can understand what our approach is to sustainability. And so with as the overall initiative, we have many different projects.
Okay.
One being working with informal waste reclaimers in Tembisa. And there what we're looking to do is a few things. One, we want to empower the informal waste reclaimers because they play such an important role in waste management, not only in Johannesburg and Gauteng, but across the country as well. Second was to then help them essentially earn better income by working with Kudoti and their technology platform, which essentially then enables them to track how much they're collecting, and then we incentivize that as well. Thirdly, is to then work with the buyback centers as well, so incentivizing collection in a way that the informal waste reclaimers are better empowered, we're getting more waste collected, and overall it's a partnership and collaboration, everyone is happy.
Yeah, so, I mean, what a great initiative, and it changed the narrative of the industry itself. So what is that you guys want to achieve in terms of changing people's lives?
Yeah, I think importantly, we want to first and foremost acknowledge the informal waste reclaimers. They play such an important role, but I don't think they get the celebration that they deserve. So one, it is to celebrate and help them improve their lives or better increase their income. So that's really number one, who we want to impact. Secondly, we want to then in the community better drive this idea of recycling and in many ways understanding the impact that we have through waste in our communities.
So for the fact that what we have learned today, that there's a lot on, especially when it comes to knowledge and technology and also legislation on it. What surprises me is the fact that you guys, Nestle, will always bring something new on the table in terms of communities, because we cannot just have it here in Melrose, but we also need to reach rural areas. So what is your take on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have to be accessible. But as somebody said on the panel, it's about having the conversation everywhere, right? So as we mentioned, Tembisa was our focus area for the pilot. We're here today because we needed an art gallery to showcase the art. But if you look at the different programs and the projects that we have, they're in different parts of the country. So overall, yes, it is important that we become accessible. We diversify the spaces in which we occupy, and ultimately we need to have the conversations everywhere. I think so many things require collaboration, right? So we're one company out of many different companies, right? And so realistically, the contribution that we can make will be limited. We cannot do everything, so we have to be focused. That's why we are very clear on the projects that we want to advance. In terms of knowledge, you're right. I think knowledge is there. There are many different resources for knowledge, be it the internet, be it experts in different fields. And so from a Nestle perspective, we are very clear on what our climate roadmap is. It's a publicly available document on our website, so anyone can read what our climate roadmap is. And in that roadmap, we do share a lot of knowledge about what it is that we're doing from a climate and carbon and greenhouse gas emissions reduction applications, where we're focusing our energy, regenerative agriculture, etc. So knowledge is there to be consumed.
You use a lot of image when you work, and what does that mean to you as an artist?
Well, I use photography as my primary means of making art. And I think photography is fantastic in the respect that it can relay a lot of information in a very short amount of time. So I've used that as my primary means of communicating my thoughts and my ideas to the world.
The impact that it has in terms of image and showcasing a lot of products that you have created, especially when it comes to recycling. What is your take on that?
Well, I think my main aim here, especially with these kind of projects here, is to highlight the positive endeavors that are being portrayed or are being undertaken here, and to do so in a way that offers a new insight into how they're being done.
There's a lot to unpack. Through your artwork, what is that you bring into the industry in terms of changing the narrative of recycling?
Well, I think the idea is just really to create awareness for the positivity of these projects, the positive impact that these projects have. So really that's what I'm trying to get across, is that through these endeavors, our relationship with the environment is improving.
So looking at the future of the recycling in environmental world, what is your take and what is your message, especially to the young people, for those who maybe do not have the knowledge that we acquire today?
Well, I think it's tough. I think if you don't have that knowledge, it's tough to communicate that. But I think it's important to know that everyone has the ability to make some sort of change and to improve their relationship with the environment. So every little bit counts.
So what is your message, especially to the young artist who wants to be like Dylan? In terms of creativity, because I believe you're an artist, so you use a lot of creativity out there.
I think the idea is really to find something that you're very passionate about, and to then build on that, to use that as your means of inspiration, and to really engage with it. And then, as long as you've got the interest in this, the work will show that interest, and you will generate interest in your work through that process. My work incorporates photography and computer-generated imagery. So it's like 3D modeling, what you'd find in Pixar movies, for instance. So through combining photography and CGI, I'm able to show some things that aren't visible to the camera itself. I've kind of made them up. They're imagined images to a certain degree.